looks fun to watch. That's what I'm telling you. It's like Buzz Lightyear, that one was a good one. This one's kind of more of a kids movie.
Welcome to your grand journey.
What the fuck?
Dude, I can't get loose.
You two young pirates are about to embark on a journey the likes of which you have never seen.
Did you really knock us out, tie us up, just to make us watch One Piece?
That is not important. What's important is that you now embark on a path to glory.
Come on, man.
So stupid.
Shall we begin?
One Piece?
That was One Piece.
If I were to make a guess, I would assume that most of you watching right now are either manga readers or anime watchers. Manga is definitely a great way to consume One Piece. It's definitely the most accurate version of the story and fastest way to catch up. But a lot of people might argue that the manga doesn't have that sense that the anime carries with all the music, the animation, and the legendary to be continued at the end of every episode, which I would absolutely agree with. However, the Toei animation adaptation of the manga isn't really what most people would expect an anime adaptation to look like. These days, most newcomers to anime are very used to the seasonal format, where basically the producers of the show will take 3 to 4, sometimes 5 manga chapters per episode and then condense it into a 12 or 24 episode season. Because they take their time with these yearly or even longer releases, the episodes usually turn out being amazing with wonderful pacing, virtually no filler at all, and really beautiful animations. These are shows like My Hero Academia, Jujutsu Kaisen, Demon Slayer, or even Mob Psycho 100, and also like the recently released Spy X Family and the new upcoming Chainsaw Man. One Piece's anime has been desperately trying not to catch up to the manga for nearly 25 years. They release episodes nearly every single week, so how did the producers of the One Piece anime prevent it from catching up to the manga? Well, take this scene for example. This entire sumo match segment of the Wano arc takes up over 4 minutes of runtime in that episode, but in the manga, it barely takes up a full page. The pacing in the One Piece anime is so atrocious sometimes that a single chapter in the manga can be spread out to 3 episodes long. For those that are curious, if the anime were to follow more accurately the pacing of the manga, the anime should only be like 300 to 400 episodes, which is still a lot, don't get me wrong, but not nearly as much as the over 1,000 episodes you would have to go through to catch up to the series. Now, I'm speaking from experience here when I say that it can take up to a year sometimes to catch up to the anime from episode 1. One Piece is too long, is the complaint I usually get from people who are considering starting the series. And I never give them shit for it because it's true, and most people just don't have that kind of time. I don't want to speak for everybody, but a lot of us have jobs, work, school, kids, and some people just can't afford to put it in their schedule. And I can understand being enticed by shorter shows. I mean, I want to watch other shit too sometimes, not just One Piece. I know One Piece fans will say things like, well, it's worth it once you finally catch up to the series, and you can just read the manga if you want to catch up faster. But most people enjoy the anime format over the manga format, and even more people are not even manga readers to begin with. And also, just saying that it's worth it at the end, even if it is, doesn't automatically free up their schedule. So what really is the best way to watch One Piece? Creators and fans across this community have pondered this question for a very long time. Anime or manga? Well, dear viewer, what if you could have it both ways? What if you could have the best of both worlds? One Piece is a non-profit fan-made re-edit of the original anime by Toei Animation. Its goal is to present the anime in a way that's more coherent with the original manga. Basically, they cut out all of the filler episodes, the terrible pacing, the extended scenes, and those crazy 4 to 5 minute recaps at the beginning of each episode. Here are some absolutely amazing examples. You guys remember Dressrosa, right? The arc that lasted 117 episodes long. Well, guess what? One Piece was able to reduce that 117 episode runtime all the way down to 48 episodes. And that's what, like 2 seasons of My Hero Academia? And remember that sumo match scene that we were talking about earlier where Luffy beats the crap out of this sumo guy in Wano? Well, check this out. So One Piece cut 4 minutes and 38 seconds from this scene and made it extremely more watchable. I'll go ahead and leave a link in the description for the direct comparison because it's absolutely insane. In total, One Piece reduces the episode count of One Piece from over 1,000 episodes down to 417 episodes, give or take. Literally more than half of the entire anime. Some of the episodes are a little bit longer than others to help with coherency, 30 to 40 minutes, and others will end up being as short as 15 minutes. They haven't done re-edits of the entire series yet, but they are constantly adding edits to their catalog, and eventually the entire series will be done. The majority of the content is already finished and they are constantly adding improvements to it. And also, I'm not the only One Piece YouTuber that's advocating for this. I think Randy Troy was the first One Piece YouTuber to comment on this website like 2 to 3 years ago, and since then a lot of other creators have got on board with the One Piece version of the anime. To make sure this was actually legit, I went on the One Piece website and watched the entire East Blue saga from their catalog. And the pacing wasn't even bad back then, but the experience was still somehow enhanced. If you're a new One Piece viewer, or if you're trying to get somebody you know into the series, here is my recommendation for you. Start with One Piece. Go to their website and watch all of the episodes up to Little Garden. Then from there, switch over to Netflix if you have it for Drum Island, Alabasta, and any of the other arcs that currently aren't re-edited on their website. The pacing doesn't really get bad until post time skip anyway, and they already have the majority of those arcs re-edited on their website. The team behind One Piece not being completely done with the entire series is the only downside to switching to this version at the moment, but it's still a vast improvement over watching the original Toei Animation version of the anime. One Piece is a fan project, not a corporation with thousands of different employees. They're just a group of really talented fans who have given themselves the most difficult task of condensing almost 30 years of One Piece into a coherent anime adaptation. So it's definitely going to be a little bit longer until it's completely done. So once you've gone back to Netflix and caught up with all of the pre-time skip stuff that's not on the One Piece website, definitely go back to One Piece and watch all of the post-time skip arcs going all the way through to Wano. Trust me, when you get to the post-time skip arcs, that's when you really see how significant of a difference it makes. One thing is definitely for certain, One Piece is a million times better than the Toei Animation version of the anime. And I will stand by that 110%. I genuinely feel that anybody who's watched One Piece or anybody who will watch One Piece in the future will probably tell you the same thing. The truth sucks, but the reality is the people over at Toei Animation only have one thing on their mind: staying behind the manga. And money. The team behind One Piece is working incredibly hard on this series, and I could not recommend it enough. I've directly linked to the website in the description below, as well as the Discord server. That way you guys can be notified every single time they release a new edit. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that I made some new One Piece fans out there. For those of you who might want to know how this amazing series was made, I definitely recommend clicking this video right here.